He's one of our plan to see him fight in 25.
The goal obviously is a Canelo fight for him, right?
We hope he wants this.
Fans of Canelo and Crawford have long hoped to see the two face off, and speculation about a possible matchup continues to spark interest.
The strategy is me leaving with my hand, you know, rolls and everybody mountain dropping. That's how I can, you know, sums it up.
After months of uncertainty, the idea of these two champions clashing seems to have gained new momentum. The road has been full of twists, but now there's a glimmer of hope on the horizon.
As long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo. And he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so...
Last month, Canelo, the undisputed super middleweight champion, demonstrated his dominance with a strong performance against Edgar Berlanga, defending his titles and proving why he's among the best. While fans expect him to fight on Cinco de Mayo, his next opponent remains a mystery, fueling more rumors, with Terence Crawford's name again taking center stage.
In boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do weight.
Crawford's journey has been remarkable. The former welterweight champion shocked the world by moving up to super welterweight and defeating the tough Israel Emmadov. This victory earned Crawford a title in a 4th weight class, and fans are eager for him to take on Canelo. Crawford has openly expressed his readiness, but can this dream fight become a reality? Boss?
Tonight, Terence Crawford was with Turki Alalshikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turki Alalshikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
No comments.
Earlier this year, Saudi official Turki Alalshikh showed great interest in organizing the fight. With his resources and connections, it seemed like he could make this dream matchup happen. However, talks stalled when Canelo refused to discuss the fight before his bout with Berlanga, prompting Al-Sheikh to step back and leaving the fight as little more than speculation.
If the money is right, I mean...
$100 million? I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
Now, Al-Sheikh has taken a bold step, putting the ball in Canelo's court. Speaking to DAZN, he expressed his willingness to reopen talks, but only if they happen directly between him and Canelo. I don't know anyone from Canelo's team now, but if he hears me, I'm ready to talk, Al-Sheikh said, emphasizing a direct approach. This method could shift the dynamic, showing how determined he is to make this fight a reality.
I'm an all-around athlete. There ain't nothing I can't do.
So what you doing to enjoy yourself since winning the belts?
Fans are buzzing with excitement, but Canelo has faced criticism. David Benavidez recently accused him of rejecting a $70 million offer to fight an undefeated former champion. While the claim remains unverified, it has added pressure for Canelo to deliver a major fight in 2024. For Crawford, this matchup offers a chance to cement his legacy and prove he can compete at 168 pounds. His dominant performance against Emmadov earlier this year showcased his readiness to tackle big challenges.
And remember, Canelo is a guy who presses a lot. That's one thing Canelo does. Canelo's not very active, but he gets in your face and he mentally presses you a lot by cutting off the ring, getting in your face. So I start to wonder if going up to super middleweight is going to be a bridge too far for Crawford. But hey, man, he got the win, and I guess that's going to be the talking point from now as well.
The stakes are monumental for both fighters. A win for Canelo would reinforce his legacy as one of the all-time greats, while victory for Crawford would establish him as a legend. Fans are already envisioning an explosive fight, with both men known for their skill and determination. Adding Al-Sheikh into the mix heightens the intrigue, given his proven ability to deliver blockbuster events in the boxing world.
So he's going to hit you everywhere, and you're a naturally smaller guy. It could start to take effect. It's a fight people are going to want to see, and if Canelo's not going to fight Benavidez and he's not going to fight Moreau, which we've obviously seen he's not, you'd rather end up seeing Canelo against a Crawford for like some kind of super fantasy fight, rather than Canelo against, I don't know, the guy who's gonna deliver my pizza later, you know?
Despite earlier stating he'd focus on other major fights for Crawford, Al-Sheikh remains invested in making this matchup happen. Crawford's victory over Amadov was more than just another win. It was a statement against a strong opponent, silencing doubts about his versatility and reigniting debates about his next fight, with Canelo's name frequently in the mix.
And like, I respect Crawford. He's a great fighter, and like he say, they talking about the fight with Germonta, right? I think he say, nobody's gonna give me credit if I beat him. It's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing. I think it's...
Canelo's win over Berlanga drew mixed reactions. While it was a successful title defense, some critics felt the fight lacked the excitement of a typical Canelo event. This has only increased expectations for his next match, with fans hoping for a truly elite opponent. Crawford's skills and achievements make him an ideal challenger. However, questions remain about strategy. Can Crawford's speed and precision handle Canelo's power at 168 pounds? And for Canelo, will facing someone as relentless as Crawford require him to rethink his approach?
A man coming from 147, I know he's a great man. Crawford is a great man and a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody could do better than Charlo did last night.
Crawford himself seemed unsure about taking on a fight at 168 pounds, especially against Canelo Alvarez. Speaking to Sporting News in a video before his win over Errol Spence Jr., Crawford was clear, "I'm not going up there," he said, leaving fans doubtful about the matchup. Yet now, with the fight confirmed, Crawford's attitude has changed, turning the impossible into his biggest motivation. His desire to face Canelo has only grown in recent months.
Crawford, I see he wants to fight. He's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. No, Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but you know, like I say, he's weight classes for a reason.
On the Porter Way podcast, Crawford revealed how much this fight means to him. To be honest, the Canelo fight is my motivation, he admitted. The idea of starting at lightweight and climbing to super middleweight without a catchweight is daunting for even the most accomplished fighter. It's crazy to think about, Crawford said, adding that the challenge itself excites him. He knows moving up to 168 pounds is a monumental task, but for someone who has made history across 4 weight divisions, he's determined to achieve what no one has done before. Couture.
That for Crawford to call you out at 68, say that he can beat you at this weight?
No, you know, everybody wants to fight with me, so it's fine.
That being a biggest fight possible in boxing, is that something you'd actually be interested in?
You know, it's crazy when you ask him about that, because you say, your matchup is coming out of the other weight classes, and that's it, and he's welterweight, so don't make sense.
Crawford remains grounded despite the challenge. "Man, it's something to talk about," he said about retirement. "Right now, I'm just doing what I do." While Crawford stays respectful about the potential fight, Canelo has been less enthusiastic, dismissing the idea in the past. "I have everything to lose and nothing to gain," Canelo once said, pointing out that beating a smaller opponent would earn him no credit, while a loss would be devastating. For Canelo, the stakes are equally high.
The crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Crawford has continued to prove himself, most recently with a dominant victory over Israel Amadov to claim the WBA super welterweight title. Even so, Canelo has questioned his performance, saying to Fight Hype, he knows why there are weight classes. Crawford responded sharply on the Porter Way show, reminding fans of Canelo's struggles when moving up in weight. "They talk about me having a tough time moving up, but when he moved up, he lost," Crawford said, referencing Canelo's loss to Dimitri Bivol. The comparison highlights Crawford's grit as he prepares for the challenge.
a lot of people say, well, Terence Crawford wants to fight Canelo Alvarez to prove he's the best. Me personally, I think it's just a cash grab. And he's just trying to get as much money as he can before.
Crawford Z. Argument gains traction considering Canelo's recent opponents. Not long ago, Canelo fought Jermell Charlo, a former undisputed super welterweight champion. If Canelo was willing to fight Charles, why not Crawford? Fans see this matchup as the logical next step for both fighters to prove they're the best. Crawford moving up to 168 pounds and dethroning Canelo would cement his legacy. The challenge is massive, but so are the rewards, making this fight a historic moment in boxing.
They sparred over a decade ago. No one's been a bigger Terence Crawford believer than Tim Bradley.
Right.
And so Tim still picks Terence to beat Boots, still picks Terence to beat Canelo.
Canelo's focus has always been on preserving his reputation. He's taken on the best and proven himself time and again. However, this fight with Crawford is different. It's not just about another victory. It's about protecting his place at the top of the sport. The pressure is immense, and fans are eager to see how he handles this challenge. With both fighters at their peak, this clash of legends has fans buzzing with excitement, analyzing every detail, and predicting the outcome.
Terence Crawford has a chance against Canelo Alvarez at 168.
I think he has a chance against either one of those guys. The weight, though, is a serious thing. And one of the reasons why Canelo is so successful is he's got such a good chin.
Crawford's journey to this point has been remarkable. Starting at 135 pounds and climbing through divisions, he has faced every challenge head-on. Now, at 37 years old, he's ready for the biggest test of his career. For Canelo, this fight is an opportunity to silence critics and prove he's the best fighter of his generation. As the boxing world prepares for this epic showdown, it's clear this fight is more than just a battle. It's a test of skill, will, and determination.
His name keeps coming up, and I know he's a lot smaller than you. Is that a fight that you would ever consider under any circumstance?
You know, I always say if the fight make sense, why not? But he's not in the...
Both fighters have taken different paths, but their goal is the same, to be remembered as the greatest. Amir Khan, who has faced both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, offers a unique perspective on this potential matchup. Having fought both men at different times in his career, Khan's insights carry weight as fans, and analysts continue to speculate about this dream fight.
Been making his own catch weight for years. You know, Canelo fought a smaller Mayweather. Canelo fought a smaller Amir Khan.
He did. Khan fought Canelo in May 2016, moving up from welterweight to a 155-pound catchweight to challenge for the WBC middleweight title. Despite his best efforts, Khan suffered a 6th-round knockout, experiencing firsthand Canelo's power and size. 3 years later, Khan faced Crawford in a welterweight bout for the WBO title, where Crawford stopped him in the 6th round with speed and precision. This gives Khan a rare understanding of the strengths and weaknesses of both fighters.
Like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down.
Speaking to Box Nation, Khan shared his thoughts on the matchup. Canelo is a beast. I fought both guys, and size always matters. He said, while he praised Crawford's skill, Khan emphasized the difficulty of facing Canelo's power and size advantage. However, Khan also highlighted Crawford's exceptional talent and the unique challenge he presents, leaving the debate open about who could emerge victorious in this highly anticipated clash.
Should happen. Look, I like Crawford, and I think Canelo is a beast that way. Honestly, I would advise Crawford not to do that.
What a fight that would be, Khan said, expressing his support for Terence Crawford. I'll support my boy Terence, and I want him to win that fight, but it would be tough. Does he need that fight? No, I don't think he does. He's done so well in his career and beaten everyone. Khan also highlighted Crawford's motivations, particularly the potential for a massive payday. He's unbeatable and one of the best pound for pound, but if it's a big payday, then I get why he'd take it. Why take a risky fight for less? Money when he could take a seriously hard fight for serious money. We never want to see fighters get hurt, but Terence is special. If it happens, it's hard to say who would win, but I'd be in Terence's corner.
Yo, Turk, tell him we going for Canelo next.
Yes. Let's go. Canelo, come on.
The complexity of a potential Crawford-Canelo fight continues to generate excitement. Adding another layer to the discussion is the viewpoint of unified heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk, known for his technical brilliance. Speaking on the 3 Knockdown Rule podcast, Usyk made a bold claim in Crawford's favor. I think Terence will win. He's a different man. He works both sides, right and left, and he feels the space. Usyk praised Crawford's ability to adapt, highlighting his ring intelligence and proficiency in both orthodox and southpaw stances. For Usyk, Crawford's ability to box like a big guy gives him the tools to counter Canelo's physical advantages.
Terence Crawford would have to move up.
Crawford's most recent victory, where he claimed the WBO super welterweight title by defeating Israel Emedov in August, further proves his readiness for greater challenges. Despite Madov's formidable reputation, Crawford outclassed him with ease, showcasing his dominance across weight classes. Usyk's endorsement aligns with the belief that Crawford, even at 37, remains at the peak of his powers. His consistent, high-level performances and success across divisions have solidified his place among boxing's all-time greats.
Think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small.
Speculation about the potential fight continues, with Canelo Alvarez maintaining his characteristic composure. When asked about the match, Canelo simply replied, "Let's make it happen." Though brief, his statement reflects his readiness to face any challenge. Known for taking risks and fighting top-tier opponents, Canelo sees this as another opportunity to solidify his dominance as a super middleweight champion. A clash with Crawford would showcase his ability to face a rival celebrated for his exceptional skill and resilience.
Alvarez, he was never really about the Crawford fight, but the fans were. And I think His Excellency Turki Alalshikh was trying to satisfy the fan base.
With both fighters expressing interest, Crawford versus Canelo is quickly becoming one of boxing's most anticipated potential matchups. Crawford's journey from lightweight to super welterweight has been extraordinary, and a move to super middleweight would be the ultimate test of his skill. For Canelo, this fight represents a chance to prove that his power and strategy can neutralize even the most technically gifted opponents. As Khan and Usyk's comments illustrate, this showdown would combine strategy, skill, and raw power in a way rarely seen. With Crawford eyeing a return to the ring in April or May 2025 and Canelo emerging as a leading contender for his next opponent, the boxing world eagerly awaits how this unfolds. What do you think? Share your thoughts below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.